Here's a quick update, or here's an update for my air layer Ficus. So as you can see, there's a lot of roots growing everywhere out of the pot, and area roots over here. So I'm gonna separate it. I'm gonna cut this and put it in this pot right here. I think all of these are area roots. I'm pretty sure these roots are coming from the trunk because of the air layer, because of the soil. But that's fine. This should be able to grow. Well, let's go ahead and open it up and see how it looks. Okay, let's go ahead and we need to find some scissors first. All right, let's go ahead and open these up. Yeah, some of these roots are sticking to this tape, so I'm gonna have to cut them up. See a lot of roots here. So this has been growing air layering for 3 weeks now. So for ficus, that's a lot of time for roots to develop, and that's a lot of roots there. Let me give you a close up. There you go. So let's see where these roots are coming from. See if we can separate this somehow. First time I do this, by the way, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay, so I see there's a lot of roots. I just used soil for this, so I guess I should have used bonsai soil. Make it easier. Oh boy. This is gonna be quite interesting. Where to cut? That is the question. I can't see anything here. These roots are everywhere. I'll put some pumice on the bottom here. So there you go. Get all this out. I guess that's a good idea. But there's some very good roots here. Wow. They stick to the trunk, so I gotta get them out somehow. There's some of them going around here. Okay, so I'm starting to lift the roots, and it looks like they're actually air layering pretty good. So for next time, I think I'll probably use just pumice or bonsai soil. It makes it much easier to get this roots loosened. So I'm gonna get a chopstick, see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, much easier. Yeah, so nice roots coming off these trunks too. There you go. Oh wow. This one is really crazy. And this one's all stick to the trunk. They almost fuse. They almost fuse to this trunk. So I'm gonna have to be rough with this. This thing is really good. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna try to cut this with I don't have a saw, but I have a blade or some sort of saw blade. Yes, hopefully that works. See, a lot of these roots are just growing aerial. They're aerial roots from these trunks over here. So yeah, some over here too. So hopefully this thing survives. If I leave enough roots. Alright, let me see if I can start cutting. So yeah, I'm gonna use this little blade here. Not ideal, but that's all I have. That's all I have, guys. Well, it's cutting really nice. It's gonna take a while. Okay. All right, let me keep sawing at this and be back in a sec. All right, so I found a pretty good spot and a pretty good way of cutting it faster. So this is actually working. Okay, gotta grab this blade with this claw here because it's kind of hurts my hand. Okay, now it's getting stuck. It was working fine up until now. Whoa! Holy moly! Success! Look at this, guys. This is crazy. So that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a clump style, much lower tree. Gonna get rid of all this big roots. All right, let me clean up a little bit. All right, so we have successfully separated the air layer. As you can see, my goal is to grow it in this spot and make it much smaller. And then you can see that big stump and ugly roots. I'm gonna let it grow, see if it grows anything. We'll see. So this is, let's see, we can go for a front here. Something like this, and I'm gonna be pruning this lower branches. So let's put in a layer of soil and get this guy potted up. Okay, a lot of leaves. Wow. Oh wow. Okay, let's go ahead and put the tree. I think we're gonna do a front like this, or there's an open space right here, something like this. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm not worried about the front that much, other than getting this guy to survive. I think he's gonna do pretty good, so I'm gonna go for this front. Let's go ahead and start cutting it up. Okay. Yeah, there's some roots here, they're too high. I don't want that. Yeah, some area roots over here. We don't want that yet. Maybe in the future. Okay, one more. Yeah, I want this tree to look like a nice low clump style, and I may be adding like another tree on top of there so they can grow over it. We'll see. It's hard to see on the a lot of leaves, a lot of branches on this guy. So I'm gonna have to cut a lot of lower branches. Okay, it's looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna mount some soil, maybe try to cover a little bit of the trunks here. Okay. Let's do a little bit of root. Let's see if we can work the soil into these roots. Okay, I think I'm gonna call this done. I really like this. I don't know about you, but this turned out to be a success in my books. This thing has a lot. I gotta cut back some of it, some of the lower branches, so maybe raise it up a little, but I think it looks pretty good. And then here you go. Here is the big stump or root that this thing was grafted on. This was grafted on this ginseng roots. Okay, let me water this, take this guy out, let it root for the rest of the summer. It's pretty humid, so I think this is gonna just explode in growth. And thanks for watching. This is my air layering, my first air layering a ficus tree. Stay tuned for end of the summer update on this tree.